everybody! Welcome to the second episode of Behind the Scenario. Today I'm going to talk about Michelangelo Antonioni and his 1960s trilogy, namely L'Avventura, La Notte and l'Eclisse. The idea of authorship in cinema flourished along with the growing of the art cinema in the 1950s and 1960s. Many directors of the period started to write their own scripts and also to make interesting choices regarding their themes and stylistic views in their cinema. Michelangelo Antonioni is one of them, alongside with Federico Fellini. Although Antonioni's success came much more later than that of Fellini's, he is considered one of the greatest Italian directors in cinema, the one who transformed European cinema and also started a new direction, that of high modernism. Antonioni's particular shooting style defined his new style in cinema. Camera often moves towards humans from a distance, giving the sensation of choreography. He choreographs human bodies, using them like an object to emphasize human emptiness. Through his cinema, the transition from a cinema of desire to a cinema of affect is being made. Critics have named the camera and character's look differentiation sguardo. This sguardo puts on a first degree the affect dimension of the filmmaker, the viewer, and the character.
Che giorno è oggi? Sabato, se non sbaglio.
Sì, sabato.
Parlatemi di voi. Chi vedete?
Da qualche tempo nessuno. Ossia i soliti. È tutto così difficile ormai. Passiamo il tempo in macchina per muoverci. Non è allegro. Stiamo quasi sempre a casa.
È il vostro viaggio in Grecia?
Ma
Non abbiamo ancora deciso.
era una tua idea, quando guarirai?
Trattami come un amico, non come un malato.
Che il bianco e nero già per conto suo è un mezzo che trasfigura la realtà. Quando i colori vengono eliminati, come fa il bianco e nero, e vengono tirati fuori certi rapporti tra chiari e scuri, tra certe sfumature, certi toni, è già un modo questo per, proprio dico, di per sé lo trasfigura e
I will try to analyze the theme of alienation that is present in Michelangelo Antonioni's trilogy. Antonioni declared in an interview that most of his movies are about loneliness. His characters are most often isolated. They are personal individuals searching for relationships that will absorb them. We can see that in all of the three movies of Antonioni, women share a deep connection with the streets of the city. In La Notte, Lydia Pontano is wandering through the empty streets of Rome, trying to reconnect with herself and meditate upon her relationship with Giovanni, played by Marcello Mastroianni. All three films emphasize upon the female point of view. The focus is on interior thoughts of females, and in order to represent his alienated female characters, Antonioni chooses Monica Vitti as the leading lady of L'Avventura and L'Eclisse. Her appearance represents the feminine fashion of the 1960s that described the industrialized world of the upper class. Her acting relies on camera movement and mise-en-scène in order to properly represent the internal crisis of the characters that she plays. The individuals presented in Antonioni's trilogy are experiencing alienation because of the dichotomy between morals or ideals and reality, or the stopping of following their ideals. In L'Avventura, for example, the two main characters who are being haunted by the disappearance of their mutual acquaintance on an isolated island can only express themselves through sexual means. The most striking dichotomy between morals and reality is experienced by the viewer in L'Eclisse. The romance between a young woman and a broker seems utterly impossible due to their different approaches upon life. Ambiguity is present in most Antonioni's films. We never know why his characters choose to behave and act the way they do. Antonioni completely abandons the conventional narrative of cause and effect, and instead he reflects upon modern society through his characters, and by doing this he dehumanizes them.
Io me ne ricordo anche due.
Quali due?
That's all for this episode. Thank you, and join me again next time, only here on Behind the Scenario.